Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Human Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see a team from the American, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a conference rival from the American, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And the Bulls will kick it away to start us off. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Green Wave offense takes the field and they'll have the first possession of the game. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long one. He has incredible vision, he can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. With the catch, it's Preston. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Tulane to the line, facing second and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll sneak it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. The Bulls offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. To the air, it's Basco. Got a man, it's Birch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it at the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man in the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Brings up second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. It's complete. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. They'll run the screen. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To throw, it's Vasco. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the big fella. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. They'll line up for a second down play.
Second down coming up.
Got it behind the line. It's Lewis. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Plows through the defense. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Breaks into the open. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Looking to throw, it's Vasco. Makes the grab. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Daly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's 3rd down.
Give to the back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The sure hands, it's Preston. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Lewis. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll run the sneak for it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Preston. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Give to the running back. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Dead center perfect. They're now up 9-0.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Vasco. Works the middle of the field. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Morrow.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You'd want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn as I win. I don't want to learn as I lose.
And I know you're loving this one, David, because in today's era of modern college football, with all these spread offenses and up-tempo, we're used to seeing a ton of points. We're not used to seeing a lot of games like this.